Are you all right, Leliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying. At your service. Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Good to see you safe, Inquisitor. We've got trouble ahead.
you're on edge, I should alert the entire Inquisition.
Or increase my hazard pay. That's an option.
Oh.
Crestwood was the site of a flood. It's not the only rift in the area. But after it appeared, corpses started walking out of the lake. You'll have to fight through them to get to the cave where Sir Hawke's Grey Warden friend is hiding.
Have any undead attacked the...
We've had a few shamblers. Maybe someone in Crestwood can tell you how to get to the rift in the lake. Good luck.
Word for you.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
There must be a way to get to the rift in the lake.
Yes, preferably without drowning.
Yes, thank you.
I'll go back to the village, miss. These roads aren't...
The Grey Wardens thank you for your aid, Inquisitor.
Will you stay to fight the undead here?
My orders forbid it. Crestwood was out. If the Inquisition can help, I beg you to do what you can. The villagers have already lost too much.
Farewell.
So, please control of the village.
Did you see how the Grey Warden saved me from those corpses? They're amazing. I'm going to see if they're looking for recruits.
You want to join the Grey Wardens now?
Omega. You're the Inquisitor. But yes, the Wardens are heroes. With all that's happening, I'd like to help people the same way.
Wardens will do anything to stop the Blight. There is much to admire in that commitment, but much...
Listen to him. Joining the Wardens isn't the best idea.
Yes, Your Worship. I'm sure there's something else.
Undead by the gates!
The guards need help.
Thanks for your help, but I fear we haven't seen the end of these creatures. The corpses are coming from where old Crestwood used to be.
The amount of people we lost back during the Blight. Not surprised.
Please! You may have to use your...
The Inquisitor. Oh, Mayor Dedrick of Crestwood Village. At your service, despite everything. Are you here to stop the undead?
The undead are appearing because of a...
The light in the lake. Darkspawn flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight. Wiped out the village.
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake,
Drain the...
We are trying to help. The Inquisitor is the only one who can close the rifts.
You'd have to evict the bandits in the old fort to use the dam. I can't ask you to risk your life.
you're risking the village's safety if you spurn my help. Or is someone else coming?
But... No. This key unlocks the gate to the dam controls past the fort. But, Inquisitor, I would not linger there.
Until later.
Of course.
There's the keep the mayor talked about, and the bandits.
Gate open, no patrols. Risky, but we could rush it.
This place would be an asset to our agents if you claimed it. Another stronghold for the Inquisition. Now,
We should drain the lake. The mayor said the dam controls were through the fort. Here. The mayor said the dam controls were through this gate. That building on the dam must be where we can open the floodgates.
Wonderful.
The Inquisitor? We didn't know you were here, sir. Please don't tell anyone.
How did you get past the guards?
There weren't any when we got here.
We just heard you killed the bandits, your worship. We didn't know you... You won't tell people we were here, will you?
My lips are sealed.
Oh, thank you. Lonnie's mum and dad would have... We'll have to wait an hour to go back. Your father will still be...
I knew this was a mistake.
We could try...
You hate spiders.
You find somewhere next...
Sounds like it worked. Let's take a look. look around.
In the Vale, even above ground. Spirits are being called here like moths to flame.
No, the other way. You there! I order you to tell me why nothing here heeds my commands.
Lost spirit.
Silence. Let the other one talk.
Spirits are your expertise, Solus.
Then tell me why nothing...
This realm follows different rules from the Fades. Will alone cannot overcome what you see.
Then what's the point of it?
A solid form is both shackle and strength. It affects more than you imagine.
Is it harmless, Cassandra?
There's always a chance.
Nonsense. I am in control.
I was not addressing...
What's so distressing?
It ignores me. I order the rocks to part, but they do not. I bid the skies draw close. I don't know how you mortals stand it.
Why haven't you gone back
I
to...
will not be denied. I refuse to leave until something...
Then I feel compelled to help you.
Excellent. A creature made of rage had the gall to chase me across the lake.
Rewarded how? By you taking over?
Yours holds...
Works for me.
These spirits must have come through the rift.
They drift, wandering. It's fortunate the rift did not warp them into demons.
Where does this lead? Come on, let's find that Fade Rift.
A path? Did the villagers use this place for anything? ready. The dead will finally rest easy in Crestwood.
Let's tell the mayor.
This is how we get out of here.
I feel a draft. There must be a way out nearby.
your men, sir?
What do you mean the mayor's gone?
A letter of confession from the mayor. It says he was the one who flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago, to stop the blight from spreading.
It's monstrous, but if it stopped the blight from wiping out the entire village,
Villagers learn about this, they're not going to be happy.
The Warden and Hawk should be inside that cave.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the Wardens should be at the back of the cave.
He's not the only warden round here. It's a good thing his friends didn't find him in Crestwood.
Yes, I saw them earlier. They've been... How much blood is shed by good men following bad orders? It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Toud, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
Most of you wardens disappear. Then I run into a Darkspawn Magister named Corypheus. Do you think that one might have something to do with the other?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawk slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power. My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after...
I recall that being a bad thing, but I don't recall you telling me about all this.
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the Blight will soon claim him. It starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes. Likely because of Corypheus. If the Wardens fall, who will stand against the next Blight? It is our greatest fear.
And then they do something desperate. Which is, of course, what Corypheus wants.
Is the calling they're hearing real? Or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I know not. Even as a senior warden, the wardens believe that this calling is real, and they will act accordingly. That is all we know for certain.
You said all the wardens are hearing the calling.
Sadly, yes. It lurks like a wolf. The creature that makes this music has never known the love of the Maker, but at times, I almost understand it. We must uncover what Corypheus has done and end it. This cannot stand.
How can Corypheus make all these wardens hear the calling?
I cannot say. We know little about him, save that he is dangerous. He is a Magister, as well as a Darkspawn, and speaks with... that lets him affect the minds of wardens, since we are tied to the Blight ourselves. It must be how he created this false calling.
We need the Warden's help. This is the worst possible time for such lunacy.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here, in the western approach. It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Let's go.
Inquisitor. Yes?
The raged demon in the caves is dead, as you commanded.
I had no doubts. Now that my sovereignty has been respected, I can depart this unchanging nightmare. Your reward. Use it well.
A spirit such as that could not leave here until it had proven its nature.
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montilier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me. She's so lovely.
I have to go.
Of course.
Stefan finally died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Keep banging your head against the problem. It'll go away eventually.
I'm predictable, I know. I suppose I'll never find them on my own. You recall the demon at Therenfall? The one impersonating Lord Seeker Lucius? We never found the real Lord Seeker. Or his body. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
But yes, they may be dead. Yet a demon of envy does not kill whomever it replaces. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot.
I left the Order, But I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kind. But even so, if there's a chance, if we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Let's see what we have. Inquisitor? And what else did Lady Forsythia say?
That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition.
Anything else?
She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Nevarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Should I post more guards outside your room?
That should be unnecessary, Inquisitor. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
You're rather good-natured about threats of death and dismemberment.
They are chiefly bluster, Inquisitor. Most of them. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Coles lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take any... Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
2.5 hours, I think, but no one's counting.
Oh, dear. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
You've been working continually since I met you,
And that can't stop. I must be going. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Hello there. Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
You're the magical advisor.
I'm Dagna. Arcanist. Is that it? The hand... Reach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward...
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I've looked at Harriet's devices. Precision is fantastic. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost.
You seemed impressed by the anchor.
I heard what everyone says what you heard Carifia say. And so, to me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. It sounds like Carifia's made it open. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Dagna, show me what...
Do you want fire? Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or master. Except it's not. It's... Let's see together.
must control yourself in front of the world.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
The power of this artifact suggests the old gods are real.
Their reality and power were never in question. It is their nature that is alive. Yes, nature.
How can you be like that?
On them now, made the Templars.
Disaster is what it is, and you know it.
There's one of the only houses.
Land is the Inquisition.
Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven.
That forest shall burn, the sea shall rise and devour them.
We shall cease from the face of the earth.
Worthy of a lost love.
He could have done more.
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One who'll make you stand up for us instead of protecting your own. It's the Inquisitor!
Make it work!
Herald of Andraste! How much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
Don't play games, Inquisitor. Corypheus will break you a...
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk, and then you're... I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste.
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the
Your people?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone... They've got no breaches. Right in the plum! Friends really came through with that tip. No breach. So, Lord Inquisitor, you're weird. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other?
One name. No, wait, two. It's... Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is Offensive Mom. It's just a name, yeah? So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I used them to help you. Plus Arrow.
The Inquisition has spies already.
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush... Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with all those secrets? And what gave him up? Some houseboy. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. If you don't listen down here, like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like...
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Skyhold. See you there, Inquisitor. This will be grand. Well, about time you came around to talk, innit? Sign me up, then not so much as a welcome. Little busy, I hope, making sure this new place can keep out a pissing archdemon. And the thing controlling it, that we're hunting. Andraste, what did I step in?
Let me know what she says. I could use some...
It's swearing, not praying. Not like she's supposed to. I know what happened to you, or what everyone here thinks happened. It seems I don't know what it seems.
I can't help if you don't explain.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. A seat needs a book, so the maker, real thing.
It's too far, isn't it? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the...
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down. A nice, well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
You said we should go get...
Yeah. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Who are the others?
A lot of the Chargers went looking off for stronger drinks. Let's see, who's left? We've got Rocky and Skinner there. And over there are Stitches, Dalish, and crazy bunch of assholes. But they're mine.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fort.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari Black Powder.
Yeah, you really don't.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing...
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
I take it you're the company healer?
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Pharrell.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest...
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country. Or a chieftain. Something like that.
So, how do you join the
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new sword.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or in.
You really take in anyone, don't you?
Anyone who can carry their weight.
And who can put up with your bullshit, chief?
Man, for everybody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, the horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
I'll talk to you...
Greetings, Your Worship.
I've been meaning to thank... There are 100 things. You didn't have to take the time to help me. And yet you did.
Don't mention it. We happened to be in the...
And here I thought we were having a... But I've seen enough of this Inquisition to believe that we do good work.
Leliana makes sure my sordid secrets never...
Well then, I won't pry. I prefer to go on believing only good things about...
Varric's friend Hawke said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Wall.
Corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence...
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Are you feeling all right?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
I want to hear more.
Compared to yours, my life will seem...
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher then?
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago.
I hear that many wardens were once
You're right. And when you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way. I was... a soldier, a nobody. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away. Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Because they lay down their lives for... We all need to believe there are such men in the world.
We can continue this
Very well.
There's no end of it. I can store an army.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
Thanks, Varric.
No.
Sleep well? I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang a soldier's hymn to keep formation. The primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered. Though their cause was all but hopeless, they sang songs that made the spirits weep.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Godwin, that Charger fellow who led us to... You know he died, I assume. Got us as far as the camp, and then... That was...
I'm shocked he helped us.
I imagine being attacked by something undeniably... I helped him walk. He just needed to be sure you were Andraste's chosen. But in the end, he believed. He asked me to tell you he was sorry.
So he believed, even if I don't?
You inspire faith, Inquisitor. Anyway, we can talk about something else if you'd rather.
There must be some reason you haven't left.
Why? I have to be fond of you to agree with what you're doing. I do think you blunder about, Inquisitor, thrashing like a caged dragon. I still believe Corypheus needs to be stopped, and that I need to be here to help stop him.
Why is that so vital to you? There must be a reason.
I'm just whimsical now. Corypheus was a Magister. He represents everything dark and terrible. Even if it means I stand on the sidelines watching, I'll do it. I need... If that's meaningless to you, then tell me to go and I will.
No, I'm not asking you to leave.
Excellent. Then let's...
Our agents have encountered more followers of Corypheus. Their leader, Calpurnia, has them searching elven ruins. I propose we stop the Venatori before they find what they seek.
I'm pleased to see my spy master is on top of the matter.
I try. These Venatori have been shadowing a merchant called... They've investigated his finances. I propose that you meet with Vicinius. Flatter him. Find out what he knows of Calp...
We should warn Vicinius that the Venatori cultists are sniffing around.
You'd earn... I'll make arrangements for you to visit his summer home in Val Royeaux. Hopefully, your attention should be enough to pique his interest.
As leader of the Inquisition, you... There's something I must tell you.
You're being especially serious.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
You've never complained?
Why would I? After what happened in Kirkwall, I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. But I would not put the Inquisition... I've asked Cassandra to... watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Cassandra takes things as seriously as you do. If she has no problem with it...
I thought you had a right to know. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. At your service.
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the Chargers on our side, despite evidence to the contrary.
That's all.
I'm...
Yes?
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Montsimar while still an apprentice.
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Your worship.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montiliers' fortunes.
I remember you said your family had been forbidden from trading in Orlais.
It's devastated our finances. The Montiliers have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It's just... it is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. But when I dispatched paperwork, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Who hates the Montiliers enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Valroyot, he has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Inquisitor.
Really? You did not notice? I had no idea Lady Beverly was one of your people. You might have told me before I embarrassed myself. Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood? Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
You committed murder on Ferelden soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.